seeing some more exclusive content and other perks, please check out my memberships below. Also, check out my new POV channel, Stephanie POV ASMR, for more content from me. Thank you. Enjoy the video. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do a Zara Larsson inspired makeup look. I tried to do my makeup kind of inspired her too, but I didn't have the stars that she has, so we just disregarded that. But we're gonna do an inspired look on Emily here too, and it's perfect because she's blonde. But let me show you the picture that we're gonna mimic today. So I chose this one. I really liked the colors and like the blending of them. Kind of reminds me of like tie-dye makeup that I do sometimes. So yeah, I mean, this makeup's not too extreme compared to some of the looks that Zara has rocked, but I do love the whole vibe she's bringing back to the makeup community. Actually, Emily told me that I should do this. So pretty perfect. We're gonna get started. I think today I'm going to do the face first. I know, like, usually on my channel I'll do the eyes first, but the way that her makeup is done, it's kind of easier to get the base on first. So we'll start with some priming. Actually, let me put some moisturizer on you since we just did that other video. So I'm just going to take a little bit of moisturizer just to hydrate the skin and put something in between her skin and the makeup. And let me get your clips on too, so that we don't get anything in your hair. It's long sleeves I have on today. I'm going to prime with some Even Better Light Reflecting Primer. I feel like Zara's very glittery. I can't speak today. Glittery and shiny. Yeah, shimmery. So, sorry that my hands are so cold. It's okay. It's like the one part of my body that just gets so cold. Alright, so for foundation, I have a little bit of the Even Better Makeup from Clinique in a little dram jar that I made specifically for Emily. So I'm going to take some of this. And I'm just going to dot it around her skin. Because we did a foundation match on Emily on one of my how-tos. And we decided that this one was the best, so. Just going to put a little bit everywhere so that my brush can pick it up. And then I'm just going to take this Morphe M439 and we'll start buffing this into the skin.
I like the Zara Larsson trend right now because I feel like, especially after COVID, when people stopped really wearing a lot of makeup, people kind of stopped having a lot of fun with it. And, you know, I'm all about color. I love putting color on my face, whether it's eyeshadow or blush. And this is like I feel like the way that Zara Larsson like does some of her makeup, it's kind of similar to how I do my own. Hers is just to the next level because it's a little bit more showy. So I definitely had fun with that. Right, and she also has some super, super bright under eyes. So I think I'll start with this concealer here. This is the Camo Concealer. I'm going to take Fair Rose. And I'm going to do some highlighting with this. Highlighting and concealing. I kind of love her drastic bright under eye. Okay, I just have this random crown brush. There's no like number on it or anything, but it's kind of flat. And it's good to get underneath the eye here, so you can look up for me. I'm just going to start working this into the under eye. Really accentuating it right in the corner because that's where she has her brightest. Also, her skin does appear to be matte but luminous, so this concealer is a matte coverage, or matte finish, I should say. But yeah, that really brightens up. And then I'm going to take a little bit here on the forehead. She has a bright forehead as well. And she's really, really bronzed on the forehead, around the perimeter. Just do a little on the chin. Look at me. Just gonna do a little bit more. Cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and just take a little bit of setting powder. So guys, let me know if you like this closer angle. I feel like you can see the makeup a little bit better with this angle. And that's kind of the point. So let me know how you feel about it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set the under eyes first. Look up for me. taking a smaller brush that's a little bit more compact so that I know for sure I'm setting all of this. I feel like sometimes when you just take a big fluffy brush, it doesn't really do the job as well. I meant to grab a powder puff, but I forgot, so we're using a brush. But I love a powder puff. And I'm really pressing this into the skin as opposed to sweeping it. Because a lot of times when you sweep the powder across, you're just moving the liquid underneath. So I really try to set the T-zone by pressing into the skin. And then I could take a bigger, fluffier brush. This is also a crown brush. It's just a big, fluffy one. I'll just start dotting this around the skin. Okay, good. Now I'll do a little bit of warming up this skin, more contour than really like bronzing. She doesn't have too much bronzing going on. She's a little bit more bronze on the forehead than in the cheekbone area. But definitely want to give her that shape, so this is just an angled brush, no name on it. Probably got it in some random brush set along throughout the years. Just turn a little bit for me. So we're just gonna follow the natural socket of Emily's face here. Oh, I didn't even tell you what I'm using. This is a MAC powder bronzer in Refined Golden. The name is starting to come off a little bit, but this is a good, like, light bronzer. Like, I feel like it's friendly to work with, especially if you're, like, new at the whole makeup scene. It's very buildable. Alright, turn the other way for me. Sweep it back into the hairline. And then I'm going to focus a little bit heavier on the forehead. And she really kind of like, her makeup artist, I guess, really focuses it around the temples, which is kind of what I like to do for myself as well. I'm really going to work this into Emily's hairline too, so that there's no like weird discoloration. We'll do a little bit underneath. Just do it a little bit this way. And then I'm going to squeeze this brush a little bit, just kind of like this. And I'm going to bring it down the nose. She's got a heavy, she does heavy nose makeup for sure. puts a lot of blush in there, which I love. Now we'll do a little bit of blush. The blush in this picture is pink, but it's not like crazy like the one, like what I have on right now, like the one picture that I followed. I should show you that too. Let me show you that really quick. This was the picture that I drew my inspo from. My goodness, it's so annoying. Okay. It's like every time I zoom in, it like distorts the photo. So, okay. This is what I mean. This was the inspo that I drew from my makeup. So very heavy on the blush. But this one is not as heavy. So I have Seashell from Periwinkle and Pop. It's a soft sculpting blush. So that is what I'm going to put on the cheeks today. Using another crown brush. I think this is a different set though, because the design is different on this one. And she wears her blush also very high, so we're gonna leave it in this higher area. Cute. She almost like brings it into her bronze up here. You ever, probably not, never really wear this much makeup, right?
No. I do like blush a lot though.
Me too.
Blush and mascara. Just the way to go.
Okay, look forward for me. Good. And then, of course, gotta hit the center of the nose. Because like I said, she does a lot of nose makeup. I was stuck in between so many different looks of which one I should go for. You know, the one that she has like a yellow center. I was thinking about doing that one.
Oh, really fun.
They are. Okay. I'm going to move on for, I'm going to move on to eyes now. So for this I have a Glamlight palette, the Michaela palette, because it has the yellow, the pink, the lavender that I need. So that is what I'll be using today. But really quick, I'm gonna take this Shiny palette. This is like a whole set that I got off Amazon. And I just want to highlight the inner centers of her eyes just a little bit more. So I'm gonna dip into like these two shades here. It's literally like a white and then just like an off-white. Okay, look up for me. And I'm really gonna press that in right here. I'm using the same brush that I was before. Okay. Let's just go ahead now and prime the eyes. I have my Milani eyeshadow primer. You can also prime with concealer or like a base, like the P. Louise or the MAC paint pots, excuse me. Painterly paint pot or soft ochre is a good one too. And I just like to set that. Okay, so for this look today, I'm going to start with yellow because the yellow takes up most of the lid here. Actually, look at me. Yeah, so we'll do yellow here. We'll do some pink up in here, and then the lavender. So we're going to take this handy shade. I don't like this yellow. Just give me one moment. I'm going to take the Fade into Hue palette by ColourPop and take Big Smile in here and see if this yellow will be a little less dark. She's kind of got like a baby yellow. It's still a little dark, but we're just gonna roll with it. I don't think I have a yellow this light. Just gonna mimic that on the other side. Yeah, this yellow is definitely not the same, but I don't have a lot of yellows in my collection, to be honest. It's like a pale yellow. I thought the Fade into Hue palette would have more of a paler yellow, but it is what it is. Alright, look up for me. We're going to take this under the eye as well. Taking that about halfway. And then it's going to turn into like, I think like an orangey color. Now I'm going to start adding in some of this pink. So I'm actually going to take the shade Lovecraft from that Fade into Hue palette. I'm going to bring it right above that yellow. Okay, open. Just do that on the other side. This is a Sonia cashew brush. This is old as hell. I've had this one for very many, many years. It was part of a breast cancer awareness set. But you can find Sonia cashew brushes at Target. Pretty sure she's still available at Target. Alright, with me. Alright, I'm going to move on now to some of the purple, which is going to essentially be the outer edge in her crease. So I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to take the Selfie shade from the ColourPop palette. I seem to have started to favor this one a little bit more. And she has this like a wing, so I'm just going to start by giving Emily a little bit of a wing. And blend that into the yellow and into the pink. Just right, basically the whole outer edge of her eye here. I really wish this yellow wasn't such an ugly yellow. Right, maybe. And do it on the other side. I love doing these little like tie-dye looking eye looks. Like the idea of blending it all together. I love blending. I think that's what it is. Okay, open again. Looks really cool. I'm going to take a little bit more of that yellow and highlight her brow bone with it. And then I need to get a little bit more of the pink. Kind of bring it out a little bit more where this purple is. to take a little bit more of that white powder I was using earlier. And just really highlight the inner corner with this is a different brush. I'm going to try to soften up the yellow with this a little bit as well. Make it a little bit more neon-esque. Or not neon, what's the word? Pastel. Thank you, pastel. That was the word. Okay, look at me. Okay, now we're gonna grab a little bit of orange. And connect the yellow on the bottom with the orange. And she just has that like right on the edge of the eye. It could be pink, but I think it's orange. Super fun. Really quick, I'm just going to fill in your brows. Zara's brows are pretty thin, and she doesn't seem to really do too much with them. This is an e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in Blonde. And Emily already has pretty full brows, so we don't really need to do too much, but sometimes when you put makeup on, they get a little lost. And then I'll just put a little bit of brow gel in them. This is just clear brow gel. I think it's from Wet n Wild, yeah. Okay. Alright, we're gonna move on to eyeliner. She just has a nice stark wing, so we're gonna do that. So, as always, this is Black Track by MAC. It's really good eyeliner. It moves very fluidly which is nice. So I have another no-name brush, but it's just very, very thin. So that's what I want to create that sharp line. Now look at me. Okay, close. I'm just gonna start by giving her a basic line across the top lid. Okay, open. Okay, follow my brush for me, okay? Right there. Stay right there. Open and close. I'm going to make this eyeliner to match the shape of Emily's eyes more than just how Zara's are because their eyes are not the same. So her line's going to be slightly thinner. Look at me. Let's move on to that. I really like doing this. Let's do the other side. Okay. Okay, again, just follow. I'm gonna leave it out there for the eyeliner. Let's do quick highlight before we do gems. She doesn't really do too much highlighting. It's more focused just on certain areas. Definitely the nose. She does a lot of nose highlight. So this is just the flash from Jacqueline. I'm really gonna accentuate that nose highlight, and I'm just using the two lighter shades in this. Actually, I'm gonna dip into ice too, because that one is pretty bright. And she does it down the nose as well. And she has some like right under here. Look up for me. Now, she does wear gems. Again, I'm just going to do the gems based off of Emily's eye shape. So we'll do, open up for me, we'll do like 3 here, 3 here. And we'll just kind of randomly place them. And then these are the gems that I have. So I'm going to use some of the yellow ones. And I think some of the silver ones. I'm just going to put 3 dots. And then we'll do some gems. I just hate this glue because it's dark. I'm wondering if the glitter primer would stick. I'm not trying to use the glitter primer because I don't like this glue. It's supposed to dry clear and then it just doesn't. So like I don't understand that. Yeah. Let's try the glitter glue. I'm gonna try to do these silver. I'm gonna do one right in the center. Okay, and yeah, let me just see what your eyes look like. Oh, I hate that this stuff is so black. It's like really. I didn't like the color of that duo glue, so I'm just gonna fix her eye really quick and do it again with the glitter glue in hopes that that'll stay a little better. I'll try this one instead. Maybe this will give me. I actually find it easier to place it with my finger over anything else. lost the one over here too, so let me just put this one back. Okay, better, much better. Gonna do some more of the silver one. Open. Fun. Are they comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, look at me one more time. I'm gonna do one more. I'm not gonna put as many on her as Zara has here because she just doesn't have as much lid space. But we're gonna do one more right here. Oops, lost it. Okay, open. Yeah, good. See, if I put any more on her eyes, then she'll just have a hard time like opening them. So I don't want to do too many. I think I'll do one more right there though, just so it doesn't look so empty. I'm gonna do this one as a silver one. Cool. Let's do the other side. These are the yellow ones. I guess they're kind of goldish. need to get a little bit more glitter glue on my palette here. And I think we have about 6 more to place. Yes. Sometimes they go on no problem. Sometimes they like to be annoying. Alright, open more. Okay. Just gonna quickly put on some mascara. Can look down. Gosh, got it on both sides here still. Alright, look up for me. She does wear mascara on the bottom. Okay, I don't want to put a full lash on Emily, so I'm just gonna take these like clusters. I want to see what this looks like on you. You can close. Okay. So Zara's lashes in this picture specifically, they fan out. And they're pretty like thin in the middle or in the inner corner, so that's why I didn't want to put a full lash on, and Emily already has good lashes. So we're just gonna stick this on the end. Let me see. I'm gonna do one more. So This one's a little shorter. Okay, let me see. Does it feel funny? Okay. Those are crazy. Okay. If I had the appropriate lash, I probably would just do the strip lash, but I don't have a cat eyelash like that on me at the moment. Okay, one time. For lips, she's got like an orangey kind of lip on. So I'm gonna go in with this Element Beauty So Sultry lip liner, which is more of a nude, but she's got like a nude lip liner on, and then this orange lipstick. And then the lipstick I have is Flame Pop by Clinique. You can part your lips just a little bit, thank you. And just blot a little bit for me. Okay, and then just a little bit of this CoverGirl. It's just like a clear gloss. It's like, it was like one of those things, it came with this and it came with like a stick, like a color. And you put this like on top. But I only really liked this part of it. So I don't think I have the other thing anymore. But this gives it a nice little gloss. And then I also want to put a little bit of glitter just in the center. So I have this one from Too Faced called Glitterally, which is part of the Nikki tutorials. So, if anybody remembers that whole thing. Okay. Cool. And then just close your eyes for me. Oops. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, guys. That is the finished look. I'll get a quick close-up for you. You can open your eyes. Let's take a look. My Zara Larsson inspired makeup look on Emily. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, if you're still here. If you're still watching this video, can you comment the
Dolphin emoji.
Sure. Do a dolphin emoji so I know that you've made it to the end of this. Thanks, guys. Love you. See you next time.